Well, hello folks off YouTube. My name's Ian and welcome to me shed. That's me shed at the moment. Filming this at the end where I'm going to do the beginning and also the end. Does that kind of make sense? Tarantino type. No, I won't be producing loads of blood. Just hopefully not. Anyway. So before I even start off, I went to work today, not expecting anything. Car's empty-ish. Shed's still full. Now I work with a guy called Tom. Nice lad, Tom. And he puts up with this awkward, cantankerous, obstropolous, old git all day. All my colleagues do. You know, it's lack of testosterone. I've gone through the male menopause. I've become a grumpy old man. And there's many a lad at work who'll vouch for that. Or I don't suffer fools gladly as you get older. Not sure which. But anyway, Tom. Nice lad, Tom. And he was telling me, he says, I put up with you all day. Let's get the light back on. I put up with you all day. He says, I go home, I can't even get away from you. He says, my girlfriend, Zoe, apparently Zoe is one of my biggest fans. So he sits down, he's had his tea, and Zoe says, come on, let's put Ian on telly. Thank you, Zoe. It's fans like you that keep me going. And apparently she's going to die because I've said that out loud on YouTube. But come on, everybody. In YouTube, come on. So she can read the comments. Just say, good on you, Zoe. I don't know if this is Z-O-Y, Z-O-E-Y, or just Z-O-E. And I'm putting the Y at the end. Whatever. Put it in there. Thanks, Zoe, for supporting Ian. Right. Oh, well, with never want to pass up a chance of a little bit of refurbishment. Never know what you see. Aluminium door handle there. There's a door handle there, then there might be a brass catch in the door lock. Don't seem to be any cabling. That's a shame. And the skip. Well, at first glance, you're going to say, that won't appear much. And then, oh, we got the glint of brass. So we'll have that piece of brass. Oh, there's another one. In fact, there's probably a whole row of them. Let's get a trusty knife out. Yeah, don't think it's a lot, but every little helps. There's like 10 lots of curtain strips there. But I did find one curtain that was in good condition. Do I need a welding curtain? Or do I need dirty hands? I mean, this is for a guy who pushes a mouse all day. Shocking. Well, it's certainly a number of hours later, but I've seen guys walking past with more demolition stuff. And even from here, I can see the glint of aluminium. Looks like we've got some light fittings. So they're going in the car. I'm going to take that handle off. Ian style. I haven't got a hammer with me, so I shall have to make do with a bit of oh, there's another one there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Cast aluminium. I'm not going to bother about that little bit of brass. I'll pass. I wonder if the hinges are brass. We've had these before. Inside there is fluorescent light transformers. Every little helps, I guess. Well, on the way back from that pile with them, I intercepted a guy who was taking them over there. Winner, winner. Well, we're old folks, and you can see it's dark now. Gets dark early now in these days, and the clocks go back at the end of this month, and it'll be dark at 4 o'clock. Wow. Scrapping in the dark ain't much fun. You saw I got all those light fittings. Just as I was about to go home, the guys who were doing the work upstairs came down and they said, well, if you collected scrap, do you want these? And the answer, of course, was yes. I didn't even know what it were, but I said yes. So it might be easier if I get them out and put them on the bin so you can see them. I'll just get the one out. There's two, and they're Netgear. Netgear 24 port switches, and there's two of them complete with leads. Who uses 24 port switches? What do I do with them? Just scrap them? Or do I finger over the thing again, or do I replace my little Netgear 4 porter with a 24 porter? I've got to ask you tech guys there, is more holes better? Let's just take one of these with the brass ringlets in and go into the shed. Right. You might have noticed all that demolition that was going on. There was nice clean wood that's probably been inside a building over 30 years. So it's got to be dry. So I took some of that, I've cut that up and brought it home. We've got the fire on actually, lovely and toasty in here. Right, we brought the light fittings in. We got nowhere for them to go. We've got a very, very narrow walkway with booby traps. See, still a booby trap. Hey, you think you cleared it and you still get tripped up. Right. Don't fall. Boosh. We're in the place where all the magic happens. And we've got one of these. Right. I've been spending the last few nights stripping in the shed. Not a pretty sight, but has to be done. And I've been doing some calculations. I get some of this wire. I've access to this cable. It's, well, because it's nickel coated copper, then it's classed as number 2. Have I got anywhere? There's a piece left. There's a piece left there. It's dual sheathed. If you can see that. Where's the camera end? This end. Focus. See? More than one way to skin a cat. Right, so it's dual sheathed. You've got the black sheath, you've got the white sheath, and you've got this nickel coated copper on the inside. I took 1 kilogram of it and then stripped it. 1 kilogram. At the price at the time when I got it would have got me household cable, because it's twin sheathed, £2.20 a kilogram, £2,200 a ton. I stripped 1 kilogram of it and I got this, which weighed 520 grams, so a little over half a kilogram. But at that time, nickel coated copper, which I get heavy copper for, was £5,840 a ton, or £5.80. 4p a kilogram. Do the quick maths, and we end up with, for 1 kilogram, we end up with £3.06 in money. So £2.20 if I weigh it in, £3.06 or another 90p, or whatever it was, 90 odd p for stripping it. But stripping it is very easy once you've got it dialed in. Really need to get onto Vivo. More about Vivo coming in a future video. So that's why all the weighing equipment's out. So that to one side. Little look at the lovely gold, Scrapper's gold. And what did I do with that strip of, there it is. So it's a, well, you know what it is, it's like what they put on jeans, isn't it? It's a ferrule. You put through, you put a hole, you put one through, you put one over the top, you put a die over the top, you bang it, it presses that over the top of it, and it's in forever. How do we get it out? Well, let's have a go. And before we even start, I've been having sound issues. Now, I normally film on a different iPhone. This is my own personal phone I use every day. I use an older phone, so I don't worry about if I get spatter hitting the lens or stuff like that. So how is the sound on this version? Because I think the problem is when I transfer the footage from my iPhone 7, 6, whatever, to my iPhone 8 via AirDrop. And that's what I think the problem is. I don't know. So I'm doing this one totally on my iPhone 8. And if I don't have any sound issues, might have narrowed it down. How do we do this? Well, I have some tin snips. The kind that like Raphael Scrapper uses all the times. But they could be literally anywhere in this shed. Got his them. And I guess well, it's gonna have to be. Well, I could try that. If in doubt, give it a clout. We're relatively sharp. That's not seem to work in. Oh, I don't know. A bit of hammering has got that out. Is that what I want to be doing? I don't know. It's certainly working. What about a less noisy method? Well, apparently Ian's a little bit limp-wristed these days, so let's go for these, hey, shall we? Snip, snip, snip. Ah, easy peasy. Or was it easy because... How am I going to get that out? We still have to go back to these. Was it easy because I've already crimped them? Do you know what I'm thinking? That the hammer is the easiest way. I've never done out like this before, I'll be quite honest. And there'll be people who are saying, right, why the hell are you doing it? Well, it's brass. And we like brass. Or as everyday soldiers used to say, brassy goodness. We like brassy goodness. I don't know. Let's try it again. This time, without using the yellow pliers. Quick snip, that's cut straight through. Right, we've cut straight through, so let's get all to one side like that and pull out. Right, it's as broad as it's long. It's as broad as it's long. Cut that like that, a few bangs, but noisy. And we are about 8 PM in the evening. We don't want to upset the neighbours, so that works. Or take me snips, cut it like that. What? I have another pair of snips. What would happen if I take these parrot beak snips and do it from the other side? Well, that cut through it even easier. And of course we've got that, which means we could just pull the half moons out with my fingers. Right, I'm not convinced yet. I've a lot to go at, so I just want to make it the quickest, easiest. I'm leaning that 2 snips with the parrot beaks is, hang on, 1 snip. I still have to change tools to pull it out, or 1 snip with a parrot beak, 2 snips with a parrot beak, cut it in half, but then it's easy. I don't know. All seems much of a muchness to me. It's getting late in the evening. I can't go omering and bangering. Well, there's nothing better than bangering in the evening, is there? I wouldn't make a decision. I've made the decision. I'll show you the decision. So the decision's made. It's 8:30 in the evening. 130 hours for you military guys. We'll stick it in the bin till tomorrow. Now, there we go. This is a terrible play on words, but it has to be done. So it's better, Zoe, it's better I put it in the bin tonight. Told you it was a bad play on words. Sorry, Zoe. Ian says to himself, look, well, you don't get any fire extinguisher. You'll have more flaming time to yourself, and it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, snig steak. There's no room. No fucking room anywhere. And there's my little trap. Oh, there's another one. See, there you go. Stand on that. It flicks you and knacks you, and that lot's fell over. And let's see, a little bit of tidying up, a little bit of space. With that. Oh, how the hell am I supposed to get out there now? I guess there's nothing for it but to throw some of them in here and then start to make them smaller. Put a bit of air around it. You'll get it in. Right. So there we go. We're a bit smaller. We get the they look like electronic ballasts, so they won't have transformers in. Focus. So they're riveted on, which means we get a sharp. Look at that. So we take a hairy chisel and we chisel the rivets off. And that's how you get rid of your magnetic bits. Uno momento. Easy peasy. Go on, let's bash her open. Told you, no transformers as such, but they've still got a nice little bit of, nice little bit of copper in. Interesting to see all the burning round there. That's, are they called MOSFETs or transistors? So there's a lot of heat being produced round there anyway. Anyway, they don't work. They don't work now. And you think my life's easy? Okay, I know it's going on a bit this, but I've just found a way where I don't have to chisel the backing off, leave that in place. I can take the middle out, leave it, just making it easier. So it's time I called it good night. And that's it. I've had enough. Good night. See you in the next one.